Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time we'll go over to radaronline.com, and this is an exclusive. It says Diddy X accuses him of abuse from beyond the grave. Radar Online reveals explosive content of Kim Porter's never before seen memoir, He Hit Me with a Chair. The article is done by the Radar staff, and it starts off by saying Diddy's late ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter, detailed the alleged abuse she suffered at the hands of the disgraced producer who fathered the three of her children in a never-before-seen memoir. A source whom wished to remain anonymous provided the documents to Radar Online and said it was found on Porter's long-lost flash drive. It was given to the informant by someone very close to Kim and Diddy, and was written in the months leading up to her sudden death. The individual claimed, while we have un- while we have unable to independently verify those claims, the 40-page manuscript, which we have reviewed, is filled with explosive innuendos about the actress and model's time with the rapper born Sean John Combs. In one chapter, Porter wrote about how the jealous rapper's short fuse made her walk on eggshells, and recalled one instance where he allegedly sent her to the hospital after brutally beating her with a chair. Porter was age 47 years old when she passed on at her home in Los Angeles shortly before midnight of November 15th, 2018. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner listed her manner of death as natural causes. Uh, and the cause of lobar pneumonia, a condition marked by inflammation and infection in the lungs. But unanswered questions surrounding her uh, death have surfaced as allegations of violent behavior stacked up against Diddy, including by another one of his exes, Cassie Ventura, alongside a federal trafficking investigation. Users on social media have suggested Porter's death may have been a move intended to prevent the release of the memoir she never finished, in which our source says she discussed Diddy's alleged involvement in the murder of Tupac Shakur. For his part, Combs addressed the Tupac conspiracy theory in 2008. In an interview with allhiphop.com, he said this story is beyond ridiculous and completely false. Neither Big nor I had any knowledge of any attacks before, during, or after it happened. It is a complete lie to suggest that there was any involvement by Big or myself. There has never been any criminal charges, indictments, or convictions against Combs related to the claims. Porter's father told Rolling Stone he was disgusted by a hotel surveillance video from 2016 obtained by CNN that showed the 54-year-old kicking and dragging Ventura. He said it made him wonder whether his daughter suffered similar abuse during her 13-year relationship with the music mogul. What's more, former Bad Boy rapper Mark Carey told the outlet of Porter's relationship with Diddy, "I remember Kim used to go through a lot of stuff. If you live around them, you get to see the toxic relationship. I think every relationship he had that I experienced around him was like that." Mm-mm. Porter described the exchange that led to her hospital visit in the purported memoir obtained by RadarOnline.com. Written, "We were supposed to go for dinner, but he was in a foul mood. Sean yelled, 'What the F?' I would have to walk on eggshells as I came out of the bathroom, but I found him holding flowers, so I smiled, excuse me. You brought me flowers, Sean yelled. No, so who the F are they from? I was bewildered and told him honestly I don't know. Probably just a fan. He threw the attached card at me. I picked it up to read it. Sean, I dot dot dot. He slapped me so hard I hit the ground, she yelled. Who the F were you with the other night? I looked down at the card and that was lying next to me, and it read, the other night was amazing. We must do it again. According to the documents, when she tried to explain, Combs threw the flowers at her and said, that's not how this works. You have my child. You don't touch anyone unless I allow it, she wrote. Diddy picked up my coffee mug and slammed it against the wall. Coffee flew everywhere as he yelled, who the F this ninja think he is? While desperately trying to calm him down, Porter insisted it was just coffee with the producer. It was nothing, she explained. They met up to discuss maybe me starring in another movie that he wanted to produce. Sean exploded even more. He wants to put the moves on my effing family at the top of his lungs, my effing family. He flipped the table over, breaking it. It was a heavy table, but Sean is stronger than he looks. Child. I pleaded with him, Sean, please. He yelled at me. What? I tried my best to calm him down. He probably didn't know it didn't come up. You're publicly dating someone else. So he screamed at me, and then it somehow seemed even more intense. So you didn't tell him back off. And then out of nowhere, he hit me with a chair. I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in the hospital room. According to the documents, Porter said she woke up in the hospital. My arm was in a cast, hanging from a sling. My face was hurt. My eyebrows were in immense pain, as was my lip. As I came to, the first face I saw was of the man that put me here. Sean asked with concern in his voice, how are you feeling? I responded, stay away from me. And writing in this supposed manuscript, she said, did he apologize and told her, I don't know what came over me. But she was afraid for her safety because they were in a private hospital room and no one would hear her. Well, no one would hear me, as she's in the manuscript. I could scream like my life depended on it, but it wouldn't have mattered. As she laid in the hospital bed, the musician allegedly said, I was just so jealous. You know how I am. I'm sorry, baby. I promise I'll never put my hands on you again. I swear. She recalled thinking, I heard this song one too many times. Porter then wrote she was concerned Diddy might lie and say she said had a let me do that again. Diddy might lie and say she had a car accident, claiming he told her they'll pity you that you hit your head. He was going to make me look crazy. They were going to believe him. He was a kingpin. Yet she said Combs spent the next 6 months helping me heal. That is terrible. And working his way back into my life and into my bed. I was so damn stupid. Of course, I wasn't cast for either movie. From what I understand, the producer died of pneumonia. What? Wow, that's crazy. It was unclear when the alleged incident occurred, but Porter noted that Combs was publicly dating someone else at the time. Hmm, that's sad. That is so sad. The pair met when she was working at his label Uptown Records, and they began dating in 1994. They went on to have three children together. 26-year-old rapper Christian Casey Combs, aka King Combs, and 17-year-old twin daughters Delilah and Jesse James Combs. The supposed encounter referenced would have likely occurred sometime between Christian's birth in 1998 and the twins' birth in 2006, as Porter noted in the memoir that Christian with the nanny at all times. Christian was with the nanny at all times and wrote about delivering her twins in the next chapter. The source who gave Radar Online access to the documents plans to publish the entire thing uh, under the title Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. Child. And that is the end of this article as it stands. Um, well, first and foremost, it was reported that um, you know, Diddy allegedly, bought her book or somehow acquired it by means, but obviously, if it's to be believed, which is all just speculation, if it's to be believed, if this is truly a rough copy of her memoirs, then uh, a couple of things comes to mind for me. Most notably, the medium that predicted that her, Diddy's downfall, also said that it was a close friend of hers that was going to release some type of information. I don't know. I'm not saying it verbatim, but if I remember, I will definitely go and tag that video in the description, as I always do, as a source that you can go to. Um, that's one thing. Another thing is that pretty much after this point, I mean, you can't write it off as this is something that is so preposterous. He would never do this thing. These types of things when we have seen recently the video with Cassie Ventura, all the other people that have tried to speak out for years and have spoke out for years, and all of the things that's coming to light. Whether you choose not to believe it or not, like I always say, people, regardless of their social class or status, they some of them have really dark and devious secrets. It just takes me back to the fake apology that Diddy did when he, did it on his Instagram. It just takes me back to that when he said, "Oh, I was in a bad place." So one of the fair questions would be asked is, were you also in a bad place when you were dating Kim Porter, when you had your relationship with her? You know, it strikes a familiar pattern if you're on the outside looking in, regardless if it's speculation or not, based off of what has been said, seen, and heard in the past couple of months and past couple of years. You know, I mean, there's only so much you can blame on, I was just in a bad place, and he was dating Kim Porter for a good significant time, as well as Cassie Ventura. And what at what point did you become in a good place? uh I also remember him saying in the video with his fake apology is that he went and sought professional help, counseling. Did you go and seek counseling during your time with Kim Porter as well? I feel as though these are valid questions that need to be asked, and if so, what was the result? What did you feel that the result was from it? But I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'm just going down the rabbit hole. But definitely check in with me. Come down and drop in the comment section. Chop it up with me. I love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching my videos. I truly do appreciate it. And with that, you guys, I will get with you in the next one.